Hey everybody, this is George Foshin, Call Realty Best Palos Verdes Homes, and it is April 18th, and it's time for another update to the how is COVID-19 affecting Palos Verdes and Beach Cities real estate. So what you'll want to do after you're done looking at this video is go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/homeispv, and then all you have to do is click the subscribe button. It's really easy. You'll see it right there. All right, and that way you can keep up to date with other videos and updates to this particular video as well. I'll be recording this every Saturday and it'll be available on my channel by Sunday of every week. Let's get right to it. As always, we want to focus in on just the facts, not fear, not, craziness, just look at the numbers. And that tells us what's really going on. So what is really going on? Well, supply and demand is what affects price, whether we're talking about live cattle futures, gold, silver, real estate. It's all a commodity influenced, the price influenced by supply and demand. It's that simple. And when we look at supply and demand, supply being the number of new listings and demand being the number of new pending sales, this is what we see in the last 7 days versus the last 5 months. And putting that into perspective, because these are just gross numbers, right? If we put that into perspective, we want to look at the ratio between the two. And shockingly, in the last week, the ratio of demand to supply is actually better than in the last 5 months. So, wow, isn't that interesting? And what we also want to look at is the trend over time. So when I first started recording these weekly videos, the ratio was 53%. For some reason, it jumped up to 93. It was 72 for the past couple of weeks, and then in the last week, it jumped up a little bit. So that's a positive trend. We want to look at prices as well. Sale dollar per square foot was down about 2.3% in the period of time from March 18th to April 18th of 2019 versus the same period of time for 2020. But I wouldn't get too excited about that one way or the other because as you'll see in a couple of slides, gross sale prices actually increased. And what that's telling me is that probably larger homes were selling. Usually we'll find that larger homes will sell for a lower dollar per square foot than smaller homes. We can get into the whys and wherefores of that at another time, but that's just a fact. Let's continue on. Let's look at the number of closed sales. Now, I'm not surprised at this either. With COVID-19 influencing the market, there are fewer buyers out there. There's 120 closed sales of single-family residences in the beach cities, South and West Torrance and PV, versus the same time period last year. But still, 120 closings is a pretty significant number. And then what I mentioned a couple of slides ago, gross sale prices are up 5.51% from $1,398,000 to $1,475,000. So again, really interesting stuff. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I think what you'll want to do is use two of my resources, search.palosverdeshomesbest.com. Remember, this allows you to search anywhere in California, not just Palos Verdes. And if you want to get this is interesting, whether or not you're thinking of selling, even if you're just curious, this is the only technology that allows you to see how many buyers are now searching for a home matching your home's description. Think about if you were thinking about selling, how valuable that piece of data is. And your next question might be, well, gee, George, if you can tell me how many buyers are looking for a house like mine, can you tell me who they are? Contact me and let's talk about that. All right, that's it for now. Stay tuned and talk to you soon. Stay safe, stay healthy.